In Saudi Arabia, a new president of the Billionaires Club was about to be announced. All the club's billionaires gathered at the Saudi clubhouse for the ceremony. After many years of being a member but not running for the presidency, the king of Saudi Arabia had finally decided now was the right time to take the top spot at the club. Salman bin Abdulaziz had put on the most lavish party in the history of the Billionaires Club, and as he was sworn in with his son by his side, the new president made an announcement. He had been watching his fellow members battle each other in several challenges over the years and called them all in about his new idea. Now he was president, he wanted to create his own exciting challenge, the greatest challenge to date, a challenge that would showcase all Saudi Arabia had to offer, a tougher challenge that only the strong could survive, and he only wanted the very best to take part in it. Elon, Bill, Mark, Jeff and Sir Richard all looked on eager by the prospect of something new and exciting to get their teeth stuck into, only for the president to say that none of them were invited to take part. He wanted his challenge to be new, fresh and full of pizzazz. He wanted real celebrities so that all the world's eyes would be watching the challenge in Saudi Arabia. He called in 3 of the club's newest members and legends in their own right. First, he called NBA and Chicago Bulls Hall of Famer Michael Jordan. Jordan was still super competitive and loved to gamble, so he couldn't wait to take part. Next, he called for legendary rapper Sean Corey Carter, aka Jay-Z. The king was getting on in years, but he loved himself some gangster rap, and he often stated that he could really relate to Jay-Z's classic tune 99 Problems. Jay-Z wanted to impress, as he had not been a member for long and wanted to prove his worth to the club, so he was happy to accept the challenge, whatever it would be. Finally, and maybe most controversially, the king called for Kanye West. Now, Kanye had also recently joined the club, and now he was under investigation as reports were claiming he was no longer actually a billionaire due to losing brand deals recently with some of his crazy ass outbursts. This didn't bother the king though. He knew having Kanye taking part would bring his challenge a lot of publicity, be it good or bad. With his 3 challenges in place, he revealed his plan for the newest Billionaires Club challenge. With Saudi Arabia wanting to host a future World Cup, the king wanted to showcase his country and its football. Money would definitely not be a problem. He wanted the 3 challengers to take over 3 weaker teams, and just like the last challenge, there was going to be a point system. It would be 3 points for every Champions League won, 2 points for every league title won, and 1 extra point for every domestic cup competition won. But there would be a few extras that have not been a part of any previous challenges. Whoever wins the challenge will have all their costs covered by him personally, and win an extra bonus of $1 billion. And to make it the toughest challenge yet, a pot of $10 billion will be shared out amongst every other club in the country to help them compete against our 3 challengers. The king wanted the best players and coaches to come to Saudi Arabia to help make it the best league in the world and to show FIFA that they should hold a future World Cup. Jordan, Jay-Z and Kanye knew they were being used as a marketing ploy for the king, but the challenge and the chance to win $1 billion was too much to say no to. So, as instructed, each challenger bought themselves a club each. Jordan purchased Al Wada, Jay-Z decided to buy Al Tay, and Kanye took over Al Khalij. With the new challenge set, can any of our billionaires come out on top? With the odds stacked against them, will they actually be able to win anything? Well, we will find out in this new edition of the Billionaires Challenge, the Kings of the Desert. Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Billionaires Challenge, the Kings of the Desert. As always, thanks for joining me, it's massively appreciated. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, it helps. Get involved in the comments, become a patron, that is massive. That keeps the channel going, and all my patrons, thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, all the usual. You know it all by now. But thank you for coming back. If you're coming back for episode 5, if you've not seen any of the previous ones, there should be a playlist down below, or you'll find it on my channel. There's been 4 other episodes with different billionaires, different variations. But in episode 5, we've cleared the decks and we have 3 fresh new faces. Yes, Michael Jordan. I love Michael Jordan. I am that old. I remember watching him play. I do own a pair of Jordans as well. One of my favourite shoes ever. Jordan 3s I've got. We've got Jay-Z, class rapper, absolute legend. And then we've got a bit of a numpty, Kanye West, who was a billionaire, but apparently he lost loads of money, hasn't he, for all his stupid outbursts. But you know, couldn't say no to a bit of Kanye. So we have this new challenge. It's in Saudi Arabia with all the money that's going there in the minute. They've got a lot of it. They're bringing in all these players. I thought it'd be fun to put something there, something different. With all the leagues that I have edited a bit extra, we've changed a few things for the challenge. One of them being Rafa Benitez is the manager. of Saudi Arabia. But very excited about this. We've got the point system back from episode 4, but it's a little different than the last one. But I think it's going to be tough, because in previous challenges, it's just been these 3 billionaires going somewhere, lower level England, the Baltics, Scotland, and completely dominating, because they could just outspend everybody. In this league, though, everyone's going to have a good amount of money. Not as much as them. They are the elite when it comes to the cash, but everyone else is very well off, right? So it's going to make it harder for them to win trophies, I'm hoping. So let's get into it. Starting, and I might butcher these names, but I am past caring, too old for that. Al Wada Football Club, owned by the legendary Chicago Bull, Michael Jordan. Now, like in a few of the previous ones, I've created them stadiums because, especially in Saudi Arabia, there's a few, but a lot of teams share stadiums. So I wanted our teams to have their own stadium. So they're playing in the 50,000 capacity Air Jordan Arena. How cool is that? Absolutely love that. There he is at the top, Michael Jordan. Loves to gamble. Did you watch that documentary about the history of the Bulls? He loves gambling. So this is perfect for him, because he's gambling that he's going to win. All the money he spends gets paid off and he gets an extra 1 billion. Now then, they've won a couple of trophies. The ELO League, I think, is the second division. The Saudi Crown Prince Cup, I'm not sure what that is. It's like a super cup, because I know that the custodian of the 2 Holy Mosques Cup is called the King's Cup. That's the main cup. But no league titles, no Champions Leagues. Now, just like on the previous ones, I've boosted their facilities. So they've got state-of-the-art training facilities, all 3 clubs, state-of-the-art youth, exceptional youth recruitment, the usual. Now on to Al Tay, who reminds me of a song as a kid, that Tay, 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 take a leave. Twins, weren't they? One of them died, unfortunately. They might have gone on to do something great. Now, this is Jay-Z's club, Al Tay Thai Football Club. And they play at the Rockefeller Park. Love that. Now, one thing I forgot to do, because I did put this together quite late, and I get tired, you know what I mean? Got 2 kids and a wife, but yeah, I forgot to put rivalries, so there's no derbies or rivalries. If there is any, they're actual ones. I don't think that matters. They've got enough on the plate with how competitive this league could become over the next few years. There he is at the top, Jay-Z. I love this. I love it. I love that I've got new guys and they're all quite cool. Apart from the next one, maybe. Now, they have got 0 history, really. They've got 3 yellow. Is it yellow? Yellow League? Definitely the second tier. So they've got like a blank canvas, haven't they, to hopefully fill up. And here we go with Al Khalij Football Club. That's what I'm going for. They play at the Yeezy Dome. I think it's named after his shoe, I think. To be honest with you, I think he's a bit of a knob in real life. Stuff he comes out with, it's a bit embarrassing. But I just thought it'd be quite cool to have a numpty billionaire. And if he wins, he wins. He could win. Why not? He's got as good a chance as anyone. There he is, Kanye West at the very, very top. I mean, look at their staff. There's a lot of Portuguese at this club, isn't there? There must be a connection somewhere. And history-wise, they haven't got the greatest. They've only got 2 YELO leagues. So this is a good little database that I got hold of. And obviously, I've edited it a lot. I've changed it a lot. But just like on the other ones, there'll be a save file link down below that you can download and try this league. It's stacked with money all the way through, pretty much. And the top 2 divisions anyway. So like our 3 teams got £1 billion to spend, loads of money coming in every year. And then there's a next bracket, like as Al Nazir, Ronaldo's team, there's a few teams that have got maybe 700 million. And then there's another bracket where they've got 500 million. And the bottom couple of teams got 300 million. And then everyone in the division below has got 300 million to start with. So there's a lot of money got pumped in to hopefully just keep bringing in players to make it tougher for him. So it's not just these 3 guys coming in, spending, and they win everything, and then we count it up. They might win nothing. It might be a real challenge, but it might also be a challenge for you if you fancy it, playing in Saudi Arabia with loads of cash. But I've made a couple of changes. One is, I found the website that's showing you all the players that have gone over to Saudi Arabia so far in this window, and then there's a list below it of players that are rumoured to want to go. So anyone who's going over has gone. I have put them at their club, like Kante, you can see in there, Benzema's there, and then there's a couple of rumours, one of them being Neymar. I've just stuck him there. So there's a few really good players scattered out amongst these teams, but I don't know what these guys are going to do. I'm guessing they're going to spend. They should be spending, and if you ever go over yourself, you should be able to spend and have some fun, really. Just back to the main league. I have no idea how to say that. Russian, that's what I'm going for. We go down one, there's the YELO League. And then I think these lower divisions, but they're not on here. Not got them on. No. You got the second division group A and B. Oh, is that how it works? Maybe that's how it works. I've not looked into it too much because I'm not bothered about the lower levels, but it's just for you. There's a bit of depth to it. And then you've got the King's Cup. So the only trophies really we're going to be stacking up points for these guys is the Asian Champions League, 3 points. They win a league title, they get 2 points. And if they win the King's Cup, they get a point. Now, one thing I want to share with you, and we're going to go into Al Nassr, Ronaldo's team's squad page to show you. One of the things I did change within this database is the foreigner rule. There is a set foreigner rule in Saudi Arabia. I think it's 8 in your squad, maybe 7 in your match day squad. I scrap that. We want a free-for-all. We want fun. I want you to have fun if you play it for yourself. There is no foreigner rule. I want to put a question out there to you guys, though, because and it's a genuine question, because I made videos on China years ago when China's a very rich country. They were pumping lots of money into football. They were buying all these great players, spending stupid money on wages and transfers, and then the bubble burst and it's all collapsed. China's gone to shit. And I was wondering, I know these guys have got an insane amount of money, right? And they really want to push this. I don't know if it's for the World Cup or not. I don't even know if you agree with this country as a country, because I know some of their human rights records are terrible. Some of their views and how people should live their lives are absolutely terrible, but I don't get myself involved in all that when it comes to Football Manager. And what I want to know is, do you think they're going to keep spending, aren't they? Do you think that's going to continue and they're going to grow this into a Super League, or do you think the bubble would burst? Let me know in the comments. So here we are on, I can't say their name, not a chance, Stevie G's new team. I can't believe he's gone out there getting paid a fortune. I imagine he's got Henderson. I put him there because it's a rumour. Just thought I'd show you Steven Gerrard. But we're going to jump forward just like on the previous episodes, 15 years, keep that continuity, and we'll see how well they do. I think it's going to be the toughest one yet for getting trophies. I'm just guessing, I don't know, just purely because how competitive it could be, how much money could be getting spent. Do you know what I mean? It could be class, and I've improved a lot of the facilities training wise in the country. So will Saudi Arabia improve? That's something I really want to look at, because I've only ever done the 3 clubs that the Billionaires have been at, not more clubs in the league. So we'll see how much the country grows as a whole. Do they get the World Cup? How well can they do? Well, we'll find out. So let's jump forward. Well then, I've jumped forward 15 years, and I just thought I'll have a quick look at Saudi Arabia first before we get into anything. And wow, I mean, just going off the major club list, sometimes that is a ranking system. Kanye West's team's at the top, Jay-Z's 3rd, Michael Jordan's 6th. So it shows you they've not just gone boom, we're the best teams, it's maybe evened itself out. If you look at the top player list, they look like Saudi Arabia names, and they're playing for Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, PSG, Bayern, Dortmund. So created players that have gone on to big clubs in Europe, which is quite exciting. The world ranking's 16. And so not only have they dominated the West Asian Championship, I think it's called, and they've won it 5 times now, back to back, runner-up twice before that. So they've got to the final every year. They did this. They came runner-up in the World Cup against Argentina. So yeah, I mean, I know this from other experiments. You know, all the clubs have got great facilities, they're going to create good players. But that is a bit crazy to see. I can't believe they didn't win it. They also won the AFC Asian Cup, beating Australia. Yep, right, in Qatar. Wow. So let's get to the club. So I'm thinking, I've kind of gone with a theme of Jordan first, then Jay-Z, then Kanye. So I'm going to stick with that. And here we are with Al Waider. Michael Jordan's club is still the owner. They still play the Air Jordan Arena. It's not been increased. Sergio Conceição, he gets about on these. He's favoured personnel. But what's he managed to achieve? Well, first, let's look at transfers. Now, just like in previous episodes, I'm going to scroll through the transfers quickly. You might see some clubs' names pop up. But in the last few episodes, I've shown you how much you've spent. I'm going to do that at the end, putting together a nice little graphic. But if we just quickly go through, I mean, these big numbers, but there's 2 years there. He didn't spend a penny, Michael Jordan, the tight sod. But the good numbers, I'm expecting, you know, it's a good few billion, but will it have been enough? Well, manager-wise, wow, he's been through a few. Jordan gets a bit impatient. We've got Didier Deschamps, Zidane, only just making it over a year, Roberto Mancini, Sergio Conceição did 6 years and then got sacked. Then we've got this dude, Eddie Howe was here, Luis Enrique. He's gone through the entire list. Next up, we're going to move on to Jay-Z's team, Al Tay at the Rockefeller Park, still there. Capacity is still the same. Tenali is an icon. Mr. Emre is a favoured personnel. He's not the manager at the moment, though. Let's look at some of Mr. Rockefeller, Jay-Z himself's numbers. I mean, them first 3 years, oh my God, wow. I mean, did he have any 0 years? No. Looks like he's consistently spent, but he spent a lot in them first 3 years. $500 million a season. Absolutely bonkers. I mean, these guys are impatient. More competitive, though, innit? I mean, wow. Going through managers. So we got Koeman in, third. Then he got Brendan Rodgers in. Roberto Mancini, he's been in both teams so far. Wow. This dude got sacked. Emre got sacked after 6 years. And he won 3 leagues and 4 cups. And now they've got the new dude. Last but not least, Kanye West and his Al Khalij football club team. Still play the Easy Dome again, not increased capacity, although it had the capability, all 3 stadiums could go up to 80. But they've not. Conor Gallagher, I recognise his name. How much has Kanye spent? Because we all know he's lost quite a lot of money recently. Wow, I think that's the biggest window I've ever seen. I've seen 4 summits, we've seen a couple before. I don't think I've ever seen, I'm pretty sure, someone actually spend $500 million in one window. Wow. Spent. I mean, I can't believe Jordan had 2 years with nothing. I wonder if it was a ban. Maybe he's a transfer ban. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Seemed like good numbers. They all seem quite similar. But wow, 501 in one summer. Kanye's not been as bad when it comes to manager sackings, but right. We've got this dude got the original, got done off. Then we had Luis Enrique. He's been about. Jose, first time I've seen him pop up here. He didn't last long. Wow. Didier Deschamps, he's been at both couple of these clubs. And now we've got this dude who I think I've seen already. And they've all won trophies, you can see. And we're going to count up them trophies and see who comes out on top. So I thought I'd make a little graphic and put it all in one place. But I just want to remind you of the point system, which is 3 points for every Champions League win, 2 points for every league title win, and 1 point for every Kings Cup win. So the Billionaires Challenge, Kings of the Desert. Who's come out on top? Well, we're going to start with Al Wada and Michael Jordan. Now, when it came to the Champions League, he won 3 of them. He won 2 league titles and he won 2 cups, which means he got 15 points. And he also spent 2.3 billion, which is about right. I thought he might have spent more. So 15 points, I mean, 3 Champions Leagues is pretty good. So let's move on to Jay-Z and Al Tay. Anyway, he only won 1 Champions League, but he won 5 league titles and 2 cups, meaning he got 15 points in a different way, but he got 15 points and he spent a little bit less, 2.1 billion. So both these guys got 15 points. Now, this could happen, but I didn't assume it would. I thought it might have been a bit different. So the new rule is, if these are the 2 best ones, whoever spent the least amount, is going to be the winner. So at the minute, Jay-Z is winning. But we've still got Kanye West and Al Khalij. If he gets more than 15 points, that dude is a winner. But he won 3 Champions Leagues, 1 league, 1 cup. Pretty respectable-ish. Only got 11 points, spent 2 billion. He is a loser. Jordan's second. Well done, Jay-Z. So yeah, there we go. Jay-Z has won it. I like the point system. I wish I thought of it earlier in the first couple of episodes. I think it's different than just chasing one trophy. Because they can do that quite early, but it shows it's way more competitive. Because if it was just these 3 teams and all the other teams were left, they didn't have nowhere near as much money, but they were financially backed a bit better than they are in-game. It just made it more competitive. And they couldn't just run away with it and all collect all the trophies. Made it more challenging. Probably got more managers sacked for that very reason. Al Khalij won 1 league title. I mean, they look like the better team at the minute. The top of the rankings. They've been runner-up twice. Onto the Kings Cup, and again, it's a good mixture, in it. Al Wada got a couple. Al Khalij obviously only got 1. Al Tay got a couple. So I like this. I think it's quite cool. But it's a big one, the Champions League, and Kanye's got his shit together. He spent the least amount of money, and his team's really started to kick into gear. Runner up in the league twice, starting to win trophies. They've won the last 3 Asian Champions Leagues back to back. Alwado and Michael Jordan did that a few years ago, 3 back to back. I can't stop doing that. It's song stuck in my head now. Won one early doors and then haven't since. So let's look at the best 11 for Michael Jordan's team. See if you notice any names. Obviously, there's a couple there stand out. There'll probably be a few regens, tons of regens have been created. And I think if you have a go this yourself, it could be fun. Again, like I keep saying with this series, it's the end of the game cycle. A lot of us still like to play Football Manager, but you're bored. You've been your own team. You've been a million other teams. Sometimes one of these random custom databases has got a kind of a challenge within it. Can just maybe be a bit of fun for you. Next up, it's our winners team. He's got 4-4-2. Tonali, obviously, recognise him. A couple of names: Frimpong, Ivan Nielsen. No Hendrick going to pop up. Hendrick always seems to pop up on these. Maybe he will. Then we've got Kanye's best 11, a team right now that is coming into its own. 3 Champions Leagues, getting there in the league, nearly in the league, but obviously dominating Asian football. Just didn't get enough points. Only got 11, unfortunately. I thought we'd have a look at a couple of stats because obviously big league, loads of money, loads of players came here, and these are the most goals scored in a season. Rasmus Højlund did it 3 years back to back. Wow, look at that. I can never say his name properly. Look at him. He came out here as well. And I just thought we'd have a quick look at the best ever player. Savic was the first one. Neymar, Pino, Bernardo, Silva, Smith Rowe. Got it 4 years on the bounce. So there we go. It's just a bit of fun. I like these. It's just something different. Hopefully it gives you something different to think about or maybe even potentially play if you're bored. I found that really good, that one. I liked it because it's a bit different. New billionaires. More of a challenge, I think. More of a competitive league for him to try and achieve things in. And the fact that they all won something major was quite good. I like that point system if I do another one. I haven't got any ideas for another one, but I would do another one. So I'm going to put it back out there to you guys. Let me know in the comments where you'd like to see these billionaires maybe go in the world. We'll try something different. But as always, thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching. Your view is the most important thing. But if you want to subscribe, hit the bell, comment, all that stuff, the thumbs up, anything that can help my channel, I appreciate. Genuinely do, because I love it. It's my passion. And the fact that people still watch anything I do blows my mind sometimes, I'll be honest with you, especially this time of year. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Keep your eyes out for new content coming. Got a few random videos on the way. Stay happy, stay safe, and booed. I'll see you next time.